Gabriel something to think about in that respect.
The guys sack it down on the receiving end of the first challenge in the eye of they cannot touch down beneath us.
And I think that's there to be won. Silva Bueno gets there and it's put this low to the floor and he's trying to pinch it. Whether he caught the Kawasaki, I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's part and parcel of it.
Came off the bench for the G-Step last Thursday. Through the weekend to the footy team. It was a warm-up for the game at Leeds a month or so ago. Leeds game away from home, Arsenal's biggest success on the road this campaign when they won by 4 goals to 0.
And we know the Arsenal's corners, they can be inventive and very difficult to handle, so Wolves will make sure that they get tight to people. Rocadare's height and presence will certainly help.
14 goals and corners this season, and one of those came in reverse fixture in the Emirates in December from the Saka boarding. Watched there by Santi Guerrero. Sent in by Saka, flicked on near post, but different time there from Real Martinelli.
They got into that first post position, Arsenal look all rushing in there. Martinelli gets there, just put too much on that, just got at least the tiniest little glancing header on that. So maybe give someone a chance behind it.
Rampant in cup games this season, Martinelli with 10 goals, 6 in the Champions League, 4 in the FA Cup. One league goal. May proved to be a biggie. His equaliser against Man City back in September at the Emirates Stadium. Foul there by the Kawasaki. Santi Guerrero, who got Wolves winning goal in the FA Cup but proved to be on Sunday. Arsenal aiming for their 10th straight win over Wolves. They've had 4 straight clean sheets playing at Molineux. So a 1-0 win here last year. The goal scored late on by Ricardo Calafiori. It was actually a game where it finished 10 men apiece. Scally was sent off for Arsenal. Joao Gomez for Wolves. Wolves tonight to test Kevin Ryan for the Arsenal goal. There came out stretched it. You know he's been caught there by a very good Jean-Luc Bellegarde.
That's a go long to a Rocadare, they can do that. And again, you saw how difficult he made that, the Arsenal defenders, and eventually Bellegarde is chasing onto a through ball that David Ryan has to knock out for a throw. Another chance or something towards the corner of that 6-yard box here.
Sent in by Mosquera. Rocker is helping out. Picked away by him. Mosquera just next there in front of Matt Waker. Scored 2 own goals this campaign, Mosquera. Full of 2, Vitor Pereira was last game in charge. Vitor Pereira, who's back now. Premier League in Forest. Second scored Deutsch. Straight wins in the springtime of last year, which kept them alive. Run like that. Won't do this time around, you think, for them. Fancy results go against them, they could be down by the end of March.
Yeah, it's tough when they're tailed off as far as they are, really difficult for them. Whenever I've come here and watched them, there's always been plenty of spirit about Wolves, but the longer it goes and without them picking up, and certainly not even hitting double figures yet, it's it can be soul destroying. But battle on they must.
Rice. Capier. One of the few names of the Arsenal team, a squad who had won a title before, a couple of years ago, by Leverkusen in Germany. Here's Timber, who won titles with Ajax. Many of them, this is a new feeling to get over the line and become champions in the Premier League. Martinelli. Now Rice. Gabriel. Rice. Saliba. Timber. And he made away again. Saliba, time on the ball for him. By Mosquera, ball again by Capier. This is Andre, and by Shachua. Saka. And Wake.
You can see Wolves holding that shape, Joe. They're not really don't want to go and squeeze the ball hardly at all. They want to stay pretty deep on the edge of their own box. I understand that, whilst it's one, I do. They don't want to let Arsenal get away and before half time find themselves with mountains to climb second half. Look, they're not even really going after it there. Rockadare challenges for that ball, and as soon as Saliba's favourite to get it, just lets him have it.
Very subdued ball tonight. He scored one goal in their previous 5 league matches. They're a tough watch for their fans this season. Gabriel. Saka. Arsenal pretty much in first gear. Using Capier. Twisting past two, up goes Madueke. There's a combination then to a goal last weekend at Brentford. Issue here for Mosquera, who is down. There's a head issue. The referee, Paul Tierney, has now stopped the game.
Not exactly sure what happened. It's good work actually from Capier. Oh yeah, he just takes a whack on the back of his head from a teammate there. Well, if you're going to go down with a head injury, I think the referee is saying that he's got to go off before he's allowed back on.
Yes, so Wolves will be reduced to 10 men momentarily. Drop ball, restart play. So just over half an hour in, Arsenal leading here 1-0 with Saka's goal after only 4 minutes.
Yeah, after the start they had, I would imagine everyone's feeling the worst. I certainly was for Wolves, but since then, Arsenal had all the ball. It hasn't really worked, Jose Sarri enough.
Rice moving forward there. Just kept in play briefly by Martinelli, but it will be a throw now for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Maybe a scenario down the line where goal difference could be a factor.
Yes, definitely.
Arsenal began the evening with a 2-goal advantage in that regard over Manchester City. Right, cheers as Mosquera allowed to return to the action. Throw it out towards the Rockadare. Down went Andre, no foul given. Gabriel Martinelli. Saliba. Here's Timber. Arsenal domination. Just the one goal so far. Lost there by Madueke. Here's for Roccadare. Challenged by Gabriel. Roccadare there's pulled up. No fouls given. Roccadare not long off the bench. He's now down for Wolves.
He sort of took one on the shin there, but he's still down. Big centre forward.
So Wolves in effect playing on with 10 men here. This is Madueke. Saliba. Roccadare hobbling back to his feet again. Timber. Lovely ball whipped in by him. It's come off Rice. So the punch away. Was perhaps there to be caught by Jose Sá.
Well, caught that comfortably, that one. Decided to punch it.
Martinelli. And Madueke. Chance that for Madueke.
Yeah, just a little notch from Hugo Bueno. That might have just disturbed Noni Madueke a little bit more. It's a floated cross that's sort of hanging in the air, this one. Just gets close to Noni Madueke to do enough to stop him. This was... he treads on his foot, actually. Touches him on the side of his foot.
He's angry with the officials. Told him Roccadare. He was signed last summer from Genk. £24 million he brought in for. In terms of weather watch, that sleep that was coming down an hour or so ago has now turned to pretty relentless snow. That is a foul given against Matheus Mane. Wolves players and fans alike. They feel somewhat hard done by.
Just getting a bit frustrated, aren't they? Do you know what, in some ways, a bit of fire in their bellies might do them a bit of good, Wolves, because they're just sitting off the game, trying to hold their shape, trying to stay compact. They aren't really getting in amongst Arsenal. I think the more they potentially do that, the better chance they have of turning the ball over and maybe getting forward and getting up the pitch.
A bit more fight shown here by Mascara.
There you go.
And that's got the Wolves fans going.
Yeah, and one or two other players then, Joe, react off that. Everyone starts to get a little bit tighter.
Nkapie. Krejci. Saka into Madueke. Now Timber. Saka. Bellegarde, and they break out. And the pass was behind Roccadare. And Andre can't squeeze one through. Rice. Timber. Madueke with that turn of pace, but watched all the way there by Hugo Bueno. Okay, still battling away. And still, eventually it was a challenge by Bellegarde to win it back. And then Roccadare trying to turn away from Saliba. It takes some doing. On that side, the whistle is blown for a free kick for a foul by William Saliba.
And there you go. It doesn't have to be a special ball up to this guy, but his sheer presence and size means that Saliba's going to have an issue. Well, actually, I didn't see a tremendous amount in that against the Arsenal man, but he gets the free kick. And I think from here now, get this ball into the box. Don't even think about anything else. Put it in there.
It's not just the state of the wind as well. It's made make life awkward for the Arsenal defence and the David Raya. Hugo Bueno over the free kick for Wolves. Turned inside by Krejci. The wrestling there involving William Saliba and Santi Bueno. Then Hincapié being closed down. That's a foul out the back of Piero Hincapié.
Better though, the last 5 minutes, better from Wolves, they're closer, they're competing better now. Rather than standing off and waiting for something to happen, they're now sort of in amongst the game a bit. Still only a 1 down. It only takes a throw in the box, a corner, a set play, anything like that, and you could be back in the game.
Still just 1 down, perhaps more by luck than judgment. Saliba. With their first
Danger.
four in situ again. So leave them on there towards Robles, stretch like crazy. It's a foul by Madueke. One now of 7 straight starts for Madueke in league and cup combined.
He's played very well lately, just a bit late getting to this one and just bumps into the back of Hugo Bueno. But Madueke's form has been excellent, and goals as well. You know, from these wide positions up front, you're playing for the top teams, you've got to get your quota, and he's been really good lately with his numbers.
Ona.
Hugo Bueno.
Funguka. Hurry up.
Mane. Against Shuri and Timber.
Ito, pass.
Set back for Croatia. Make sure Wolves players around him. Eventually it was Santi Bueno's derby challenge which stopped him. Andre. Now Dolga. Andre has given away cheaply. Saka. First touch by Martelli with a scare that came in.
Much better the challenges for Wolves now. And the crowd are responding to that. They're seeing their team starting to rattle Arsenal a little bit.
Top balls, not around the world tonight. Mane slipping. Hugo Bueno. Turning backwards. Supported by Croce. Dolga.
Defense of the
Space
South.
there, Jean-Luc Dolga. Coming inside Timber. Mosquera. Now Jackson Shakshua. The cross blocked at source by Piero Hincapié.
Good finish to the half. It's been well played.
Long throw situations. Sent in by Yersa Mosquera. Gabriel on in a commanding manner.
Off that side, Mosquera saying that you've got to come a little bit closer to it. Can't get to the corner of the six-yard box. I think the swirling wind is affecting a throw off that side.
Steve met that one. Chase on now, but Victor Gyökeres, but Jose Sarr stayed first. That's turned pretty high there by the Portuguese goalkeeper. So skip forward and Dalgar's balls slightly awkward back for Jose Sarr. Was waiting for the ball to come to him. Puts into touch. Quick throw by Wake for Timber. Mane.
nilikuwa napiga piga tu nikaa itoke.
Saka.
Hana mpangilio.
Lakini hata Arsenal hana mtu katikati.
Zubimendi. Gabriel.
Luki. Hadi kwa goal. Ya wase wa yellow wana nini wana defense. Akina nani wazeza kuingia kwa box.
Timber. Wake, also be patient. Saka. Yeah, towards Nkapie. Back to Gabriel.
Arsenal haven't got behind Wolves as much as I think as they would like to. They haven't got in front so early. To try and see if they can get beyond them and start cutting some balls back. It's a good run.
Bukayo Saka, excellent feed. Come back with Timber. And Timber wins a corner off Santi Bueno.
That's better from Bukayo Saka there. As soon as he starts taking people on, particularly in the box, they're afraid to touch him. And that puts him very much in business. And wins his team a corner, along with Yuri and Timber.
And if Arsenal fans may be nervous with just a one-goal advantage, can a corner bring about a greater advantage as we tick towards first half stoppage time? We are expecting there'll be 5 minutes to by way of first half. Additional time we get there. Saka's ball towards that near post. Wake, the Rice. Martinelli. Saka. The ball recycled by Arsenal. That's too deep for Bukayo Saka. Well, I'm hoping this might be the last night for the thermals this season. They certainly are required this evening.
Yeah, they are, Joe. Yeah, it's been bitterly cold here around Molineux. And when we arrived, there was some talk about some snow coming. Well, here it is.
Yaani mvua haikutuma wasee wasikuje.
Supposed to be double figures by the weekend.
Alafu msee anataka kukose kuja kazi
So
ndio.
combination.
Eh, hiyo sasa
5
nikwambie.
minutes of first half.
Mbona hapo
stoppage time.
wanaume? Mpira inaisha nyayo na kuna kazi.
Seconds tick down towards half time.
Adrenaline.
But Bueno this time is a little closer than the free kick he had close on the halfway line. So again, give people a chance. Sometimes the hardest ball to clear is something that's floated and hanging in the air. Can't get the distance on the header.
Luca Bueno. Towards Mosquera. Kept alive by Krejci. Back comes Martinelli. And the play goes. So there will be a long throw situation going.
Just not
there.
They're just not reaching, unfortunately. The pack of Wolves players that were expecting this long throw, they'll have been working on this and they'll have seen Mosquera reaching them, but off that side he's finding it hard to get it there.
It's not quite up to Michael Coyote's distance from last week. That's a loopy one. Way back in Campier near post for Arsenal. Santi Bueno. It's Andre! And it was not too far away.
That's how quickly a one-goal lead can evaporate. It can vanish in a split second. Andre's shot there, I think, could have been a little better. It's always got David Raya's attention, this strike, but it's wide of the post and should be hitting the target. He's under no pressure there.
Well, that was Ball's first attempt of the match, coming in first half stoppage time. Player Andre has not scored yet for Wolves. His last goal came. He was back in Brazil 3 years ago. There's a Rocadare and Belgar going in. Rice went for it, but Andre got the outside line. Here's Jackson Shakshua. Hanging ball towards Rocadare. The beating of Saliba, but the ball either on target or in play.
That's the right idea. Shakira down that right side, taking Capia on and just stand it up again because of Rocadare's presence. He's always got a chance of getting on the end of it. Hasn't got to be on a plate like it might have had to for Adam Armstrong, who's hardly had a kick actually, to be fair. Haven't seen him at all in the game.
Forgot he was playing.
Yeah.
Wolves new number 9 replaced Jurgen Strand-Larsen in that spot, having seen him move away to Palace on transfer deadline day.
Ukiona nikikaa ndio nimekaa sasa hivi nimekaa chini.
Sasa nilikuwa nimechoka hivi.
Sasa nisalala hii.
Sasa.
Saka now will sprint forward.
Ini
Ya?
ini
Sijui hata.
Back behind the ball for now, but here's Rice with a keep back heel. Andre's challenge. The referee looking and giving nothing. VAR will check that. But on we go meantime. In by Rice. And punched away by Jose Sarr.
Well, obviously going to check this one. I think Capia was, because there was a little back heel here from him. It's from Declan Rice to try and get Capia in. Takes it in his stride. Does he fall over Andre's foot a little bit? Let's have a look again from this angle. Certainly the ball's going to touch his foot down and doesn't make genuine contact with the ball. It's just whether it's deemed to have gone down a little too easily. Might have.
Well, the VAR is Michael Salisbury, and the check is complete from here. There will be no penalty. There was a yellow card shown in the aftermath of that, but Santiago Bueno of Wolves set for the Uruguayan defender. Looks for asking for a yellow card, but he captured what he felt was a dive.
Well, look, the start was the worst possible one for the home team, but you know what? They've got better. And they're still in the game.
So, added time on stoppage time. For Rocadare. Rice to Capia. And there goes the half-time whistle. So Arsenal with a 1-goal advantage. The goal that came very early from their captain, Bukayo Saka. His first goal in some 16 games. But Arsenal couldn't take the advantage of that and push on even further. And Wolves still just about in the game here. Andre's shot went past the post in first half stoppage time. And at half-time, Arsenal lead here at Molyneux by 1-0.
So there we go, Arsenal halfway there to opening up a 7-point lead at the top of the Premier League table. They would have played a game more than Manchester City and Aston Villa. We'll get the thoughts of Martin Kieran and Glenn Hoddle after the break. It's Bukayo Saka, the star boy, turning into a star man for Arsenal. He has given the visitors the lead. It came in the 5th minute, down low the header. Ooh, what does this mean as well? New deal in the bag?
Martin, there we go. That's the heat map. And as I said before, you had that good combination with Bukayo on that right hand side, and you just see where the pocket shoot is most. Plus, you can spin out on your left foot as well, and switch play, which is always very important as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've always played a lot on the right side. Played, attacking midfield, central midfield. I've always a bit drifting to the right. I've also played right wing when I was a bit younger, so it's kind of a natural position for me. I think it's also the way we set up now what we want to achieve and what areas we want to stretch. So that is most kind of a pocket that I'm in. So
The good news about it as well is that when you put the ball up, you've got your natural left foot, so you can strike a goal. When I played in my team, we had Robert Perez, he can come inside and score lots of goals just coming inside, so that position now is perfect for you as well.
yeah, I really like it. As I said, to come inside, to go on the left, and score, as I say, we have
here, mate, you pick the ball up, and this is a great pass. I pick the time out, especially into the space. And the good news is you've got passing areas with like quick.
Yeah, and sometimes it's also when you're down the right side, then it's also nice, you know, when you drift a bit over and you come down, and it's hard to pick up, you know, because you come from the right side and they don't always know who to bring there, so yeah, you need to go forward and good run and good finish.
And this is another one. On the right hand side again, with a pass. Put the player who makes a really good run inside. Probably should have done better with the finish. But with a pass.
I've always enjoyed to use the outside of the foot and
you do things you try, but it's all about the way they pass. So important.
it's a nice spin on it as well, so you can just run into it.
Yeah. This is fantastic as well. You see the runner,
Yeah.
and it's just getting that ball into that space with that little bit of curve.
It's what I want to do, you know, to create moments like this and goals like this, and yeah, that's what I want to do. So
It's a great feeling as well when you've got the great ball in and the flag gets on the end of it and scores a goal.
Yeah.
You know, that's just as good as scoring a goal.
yeah, it's the best feeling, you know, when you're there and you help the team to score, and yeah, I think that's the job of midfielder.
Yeah. This is quite important as well. When you're high up the pitch, this is where you're closing down, which is really quick. And it's that first 5 yards that you get out there, make a mistake. And if you can bring the ball back in their half, you've always got a chance of maybe nicking a goal.
Yeah, I think it's something like I've improved, you know, over the years, and I've always been good at like running and stuff, and I think I've become better at getting into those fields. And
So we still, I was a bit deeper. If I can see people in front of you close it down, you go in as well. It's so much easier for the people. You can see the forwards and people are a little advanced of you to close it down.
yeah, normally in the start, so you start to press, so when you should maybe send to the rest of the team, and they see me go into it, and then they follow, so it's a lot easier.
You nick the ball really well here, but this is all down to the press start.
centre-back though. They can make new movement from that near post to the back post and throw something a bit different because they ain't working on
Yeah, hovering that dressing room. That's reminding me like he used to be back in 2004. I wonder what Rob Edwards will be saying to his Wolves players. They trail by a goal to nil. The sleet coming down at Molineux, and Wolves heading for their 20th defeat out of 27 games. Arsenal lead at the break.
Underneath the North London lights, its tale of contrasting fortunes. The cannon fires, stars shining bright, the rise and rise of the red and white. Over the road, the story of Clough, the ongoing battle for the Lily Whites. But this chapter is not written. These pages remain blank. N17 to N7, an army forms in red. Can Spurs stop this terrible fight? All eyes will be on this cold North London night.
Martin Kieran, there is Martin, just underneath here, 7 points, nice bit of breathing room. You can only beat what's in front of you. You've played a game more than Manchester City and Aston Villa, but there we go. We've dug out this penalty appeal. Glenn's not so convinced. Here it is. It is a touch, I think, from Hugo Bueno on Monday night. Thoughts on this again? Have you seen it?
I mean, look, if we take a closer look at it,
And I think this is like, they're almost not looking for this element. So I do feel here, look, there's just a little nudge on it, just to put him off as it comes in, and that affects the way that he heads the ball. And if he doesn't touch him, I think it's in the back of the net.
I think he's pushed him. He has pushed him, but where I disagree with it doesn't affect him. I don't think that actually is enough for him to come off the angle. He's actually got a header. He hasn't really made him head it wide, but he does push him.
This is going on with Baker's bird.
But he does.
Okay,
He does push him with two hands. Maybe on the halfway line in the centre circle. The ref sees that, he gives a foul.
Well, if he pushes him, it's a foul, no? It doesn't matter what happens thereafter.
I think, Martin, if you were giving those for foul, you'd have 10 penalties.
You were
Have 10
how long?
penalties.
In Europe, that's a pen.
Well, yeah, in Europe. It's ridiculous. Any
I can't wait for the North London derby.
Oh dear. Yeah, well, exactly. Lucky we're not doing it together.
Go on, what more do you want to see just quickly in the second half from Arsenal, Martin?
Well, more intensity, more desire to get around that box, and somebody in front of goal who wants to be inspired, go and win this Premier League. You know, something could happen, but the team hasn't hit the target, the whole of that first half. It worries me that if they get one on target, it could be in the back of the net. So finish the job off.
Finish the job off, says Martin Keown, while Arakadare is on the pitch. He caused problems, didn't he, at the Emirates last time out? Can he cause any in this second half? Back to your commentary team, Andy Townsend and Joe Spate at Molyneux.
The snow is still falling in the Black Country as Arsenal restart the game here at Molyneux. One ball forward there towards Victor Gyökeres. One by Jean-Rick Bellegarde for Wolves. He only had 4 occasions throughout the history of this division where the bottom team has beat the top team. Twice it's been done by Wolves. They're one down here against an Arsenal team who are hoping to pull away at the top tonight.
Well, Arsenal will be looking to start the second half just as they did at the start of the game when they come flying out the blocks, were too good, too dominant, got themselves in front. But after that, never really worked Jose, so I don't think enough. And as we got to about 15 minutes before half-time, Wolves actually enjoyed their best spell in the game. Making a few challenges, getting in and around Arsenal, getting in the box a little bit, and just asking a question or two. Nothing significant, but very much in the game. And they've got to try and stay there, and Arsenal have got to just try and step it up a little bit, find those passes and that interaction a bit quicker to create a few more chances.
Across Arsenal's last 4 games, they've had 1 goal lead. Twice they've seen those leads slip away. Last Thursday, Brentford, and last month that home defeat against Manchester United. Scary went down there holding his face. It's been an ongoing first half battle between Jesse Moschieri and Gabriel Martinelli. Restart the throw-in. Here's Gabriel. Scored a winning goal here a couple of years ago. This is Saliba. Bukayo Saka in that number 10 position. We've had Waygate on the wing again. There's pass there to David Raya. Slightly nervous moment. Here's Gyökeres. Prefers Gabriel Jesus from the start. Chance as of yet, but Victor Gyökeres. Sure, Mikel Arteta will be hoping to see more goals and then maybe some shuffling of the pack when we move on.
That would be the dream scenario for him.
Up goes Martinelli. And Shakshu. Moschieri. Return there by Bellegarde. To manoeuvre away beyond race. On the Arsenal bench. Had a rare start at the G-Tech last Thursday. We've seen that number 10 spot go elsewhere. Do hope to have both Odegaard and Havertz potentially in match day squad for Sunday's game away against Spurs. puts it so deep.
Yeah, they've got great numbers, and as I mentioned, that versatility, which is also really important when you do get a wee bit stretched. The others can step into positions and look pretty comfortable. That's such a help.
He's had the offer here of Jackson Shakshua. And Arsenal that breakaway as Rice finds Victor Yokeres. By Krejci. Here's Andre. And Wolves' only first half attempt on goal, which came in stoppage time. Hugo Bueno. The Belga. He plays number 80 in the World Cup in the summer. Bueno to Belga. Touch was good. Hugo Bueno. Belga. And Yerson Mosquera. Jackson Shakshua. With his weaker left foot, and now we're arriving beyond the Rocadare.
Just always a little bit back. What's the right idea? In an ideal world for Rocadare, you want to be going on the outside, as it was. Shakshua stepping in on the left foot where the space was, but delivery was poor.
They still need to find a few more points to avoid being the worst team in Premier League history. They're on 9 points at the moment. And the past derbies come out to a record of 11. Crazy. Breaks away Gabriel. Now Rice. And Sevilla. To break forward down the wall. It's Hugo Bueno. Armstrong in the box. Shakshua beyond him. Shakshua has been penalised there for a foul of Pierre and Gabriel.
Great play though from Hugo Bueno there. That's exactly the right idea. Could have chopped back, he could have just tried to keep possession, but try and make something happen. Go past your man and cross it. It's a decent delivery that. Shakshua challenging him, unlucky to have conceded a foul there.
Had the chance at left wing back this season, Hugo Bueno, after Ryan Nuri's moving to Manchester City. Shakshua. Andre. Mosquera.
With that Wolves possession, better for the first time in the game than the Gunners.
Belga. Yerson Mosquera. And Armstrong turning and shooting! That was not too far away.
He's hard to understand. But there, look. He shows what he's all about. Receives that shooting on the left foot, hits it really strongly.
And of course, this is
That's a lot more like it.
His fourth match of all since the assignment to the £9 million deadline day. He scored 6 goals in 90 matches in the top line. He was far better in the second tier. Shakshua. Gray. By Rice. But Arsenal now also being pushed backwards. Armstrong for Shakshua. On back to Belga.
These are the kind of things that except you have the backing.
He was there behind him.
Terrific play that, really good stuff from Wolves. And Belgrade knows there. He produces, I think, a quite simple ball that. It's actually, that delivery there should be better than that. It's a pretty straightforward pass into Rockadari there. And if it's at the forward, he'll have a chance of getting his team back on level terms.
We have a chance for this latest long throw. Sent in by Yerso Mosquera. Come back to Andre. Oh, right. To get down there near post to prevent that one from squirming in.
Lucky, but good spell this for Wolves. Really good. Definitely got a lot of belief in that last 10 minutes in the first half.
And also pack now as they move forward. Here's Julian Timber. With the play Saka. Will be any goal the game so far. Gabriel. Gabriel Martinelli.
Again, bottom left of the screen, watching Caprio. Now he's going to make that darting run. Oh, he's onside. He looks like he's good. Looks like he's very good there. Certainly looks like he's being played on by Hugo Bueno, is it on the far side. Great finish as well, you know, he does work. Once he gets it out of his feet and gets into the box, it's a really good finish. But he looked from that angle there, Joe, that he was onside. I know sometimes, unless you're looking right across the line, you're never quite sure, but he looked good.
Well, they're still being checked by the VAR, Michael Salisbury. And they think he's onside. Now they're just checking the attacking phase of play, because it looks as though this goal is going to stand.
Yeah.
This will be overturned. And the referee makes the signal to confirm the goal and to confirm a 2-goal lead for Arsenal. And Pierre Hincapié will enjoy the moment all over again.
Yeah, that's a huge goal because Wolves have actually just started to enjoy a little spell in the game. But it's a great finish from him. Really good finish because still had a bit to do. They made a great run, found beautifully, but gets it on his left foot and clips that above Jose Sarr. And always a good. Wolves a little bit square and flat and not really concentrating there. I don't understand why Adam Armstrong decides to leave that slot and then run out and just invite that pass from Gabriel. But it's a good take, a good touch out of his feet and a wonderful finish right at the roof of the net. Big goal, you know, for the Gunners to like that. It's a really, really big goal.
On the left side there, the Arsenal's defence working perfectly in tandem. Gabriel the assist, Hincapié with the goal. And Arsenal 2 up and going 7 clear at the top, you would think, tonight. 1-0 down there was maybe hope for Wolves at 2-0.
2-0.
Very tall order.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Here's Gyökeres. Now Arsenal want to put their foot down. Gabriel Martinelli. Back for Gabriel. Maybe just past that for Gabriel to put his net back in behind. There's no way game. The Arsenal fans singing now because up until that goal there was a slight bit of apprehension from them.
one, you never home and dry when you want even a team defensively as sound and as strong as what Arsenal are. Just a bit careless that from Wolves. Adam Armstrong found himself in a defensive position. You've got to stay there. You've got to stay there until you've seen the danger out.
I'm saying further engineer.
How much money you make for your numbers?
I want to say give or take at least like 40,000 a month.
How long you been doing this for?
At least like 60.
Easy to Capier. Bellegarde. Tracy. He's back at the ball. This is Mateus Mane. Now Shakshua. And Gabriel puts that behind for a corner. Immediate chance for Wolves to try and get themselves back in the game again.
Nano, Master, Roller, C-Stand, Turbo Base, Auto Pole, Low Boy, Combo,
Bueno
Junior,
take the corner. It was the player who played Capier
Wind Up,
more inside a few moments ago.
High Roller, Nano, Master,
Roller, Bueno's ball in.
C-Stand,
Finally cleared out by Bukayo Saka. So Wolves playing his way down. They wide migration. And Hugo Bueno! Hugo Bueno! Scored a fantastic goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Well, they've had real moments of joy this season. Rare highlights. That's right up there. It's game on again.
Certainly is. Mane does great on the far side. Lovely bit of control. Then they switch it out where the space is and the room is. And Hugo Bueno has just enough room to engineer that straight onto his left foot. He knows exactly what he's doing. That's a brilliant goal. That's a wonderful strike because that's hit hard enough, but it's got that dip. David Raya always knows he's going to be in trouble with that one. Brilliant goal.
Well, Hugo Bueno's first goal in the Premier League, and it was quite something. Even David Raya, who's pulled off some special saves this season, could not stop that one. Just moments after Arsenal opened up a 2-goal buffer. It's back to 1 again. And Wolves now believe. Here's Shakshua, who's so quick. And Rice comes across and then slipped there by Shakshua. So a double Arsenal change on the way with Jesus and Eze trying to come on, but Wolves with their tails up now, but not for long. Here's Rice looking for Gyökeres. Rice. And Gyökeres and Madueke will be the two players who are making way for Arsenal.
Yeah, not surprised that Gyökeres gone off tonight. Not done enough, I don't think. Seemingly not a tremendous service, look, far from it, but it's not always about that. I don't think he's done enough tonight to Gyökeres, to be honest. I don't have any complaints. When Madueke also, Bukayo Saka will probably go back out to the right side to allow Eze to play as the 10.
Previous goal for Wolves in the FA Cup tie 2 years ago. Just their 17th goal all season. It was a beauty. Rice. Still try and take control again. Hugo Bueno. Petrosello's going too. Double change there. Still 5 career goals against Wolves. Then there's Madueke, who's been booed here by Wolves fans. You might recall that season he made some derogatory comments about Wolverhampton before he scored a hat-trick here for Chelsea. He but didn't get out too well. And also going off is Victor Gyökeres, so Gabriel Jesus. He scored one goal here before, 6 years ago. He started playing Manchester City. We are now a regular rotation up top for Arsenal. Arsenal with work to do to make this game safe again.
Yeah, they need that third goal now, just to give themselves that cushion once more. Having got to 2, it disappeared pretty quick. And they've got to start again, and there's a big keen to get on the ball as quickly as he can. Maybe Jesus with all his experience. And it's never a bad chance to be able to make, is it?
And then the ultimate prize 4 times with Manchester City. He's come off the bench to score a couple of goals. Not the Premier League this season, he wins against Villa and against Leeds.
Online.
That's Martinelli. Back with Gabriel, and now David Raya.
Hiyo oda iko ready for a bit kabisa.
Sent out towards Bukayo Saka.
Maisha alikuwa ananiambia ni invoice.
Hugo Bueno.
Lakini nikienda nikipost nikienda kwa kuinvoice. Kuna mahali pale kuna kuanga na payment kwa transaction. Ukijaribu kutiki hapo inasema payment.
Yeah, well marshalled there. Gabriel spotted that run. Just made sure he got there first.
There's Rice. Martinelli. Shakshua came diving across there. And Farrell will see. No player in the box who attacked the ball in. Well, this is Nkapie's goal that made it sooner than it was Hugo Bueno playing alongside.
It was here on the far side. You can see there. It's one of those defenders must never be deep in the central defenders.
Sasa hii rasi inakuja tu hapa sasa
Unapiki moja
unafaa kupiki tu moja tu. Na unapiki. Sasa nimepiki ikataa nikapiki ikakataa. Hilo nimefanya kuipika picha kwa nikataa
Nimesema ni
ajari play.
Acha tu mai
Just nipped in.
depending on differences.
Again, trying to come back on the left foot. Got to go down the line on the right foot.
Mizeta. And Jesus. Julian Timber.
Mbona wameiweka usiku sana?
Unani game moja sio nafikiri ni game order za chini.
Haraka sana.
Zatana tulego zika mara moja.
Martinelli. Yes, and Mosquera. Looking for Mane. Andre, Shakshua. Already pulled pass. Straight to Jesus.
Jana kifungo amejiua.
Martinelli. Stayed by Jose Sarr.
You know, angefunga nyingine.
Jose
Sasa
Sarr.
hivi wenye wanafunga tu
Rescue
ni
there.
wanaweka mbao sasa.
Ball is never, it's not even nearly on. He's just always half the yard offside there, Martinelli.
Hey.
The last thing Wolves want to do is be the architects of their own downfall or something like that.
Sasa kwao ni kama ama nje moja bali
Brilliant goal as
sasa
well.
ndio nipinzana makali sasa kwa vuta kwa
Here's Bellegarde.
ndio kifunga hii defense yao ni nzuri.
Hugo Bueno. Something special. They've got Wolves back in the game again. They're going to make a change. And you see Rodrigo Gomez coming on
Sasa
shortly.
na wafungwe hawana shida.
He's changing the right wing back spot.
Unajua kifungo hii itaharibu fomu yao.
Depart.
Kwa hiyo wanakwenda wapi?
I think
The
points
Wolves fans have found
in
their voice.
Naona wanawapeleka mbao sana.
Impacts upon by Bukayo Saka. Hugo Bueno. Krejci. It's a goal kick.
Krejci it was who lost his concentration, and Hugo Bueno doing really well to get back and finish that one off for Bukayo Saka.
So Rodrigo Gomez coming on then, the young Portuguese who did miss 2.5 months this campaign due to injury.
kama unafungiwa kwa hapo. Eh, kitu ina
Lakini ndo recover.
Zessar
Kitu anafanya hapo.
studying, playing a
kama ile
square
pasi jamaa anapeana.
Krejci
Na mkokwenu sasa ni kama
Rocadare out of play.
ama lakini nashuku nataka tu kufuta Arsenal. Unajua Arsenal defense complete ni ngumu. The only way ni kuwaleta tu karibu.
Wanalee kuwafuta at least ile.
Santi Boyna.
Hivyo hapo
Balls have come from behind to win just 2 points this season, both away from home.
kuwafuta pole pole akuje waache huko mbele.
They've not given 2 down to win a point yet.
Lakini wakifunga equalizer
They were barely given a prayer, but
tutakuwa tunaharibu form.
we've got the last 20 plus stoppage time. We have a game on our hands. Belgar. Armstrong.
Tena chini.
There's Mane.
Haya juu.
Rodrigo Gomez. So decent area, but there's no one there to attack it.
Yeah, might have been better off standing that one up. It's well played to Mendy there. And he gets flattered in the process. Looks like a card for Jean-Michel Bellegarde.
Yeah, Belgar in the book. All that was happening while Bukayo Saka was down for Arsenal. We're hearing that Leandro Trossard is going to be coming off the bench to replace Bukayo Saka. And Arsenal will be hoping and praying that this is nothing too serious.
Not sure exactly what that was. He just gets bumped there initially. Showing one or two out of the way. Not seen anything much there, to be honest.
Mystery match the recent weeks due to a hip issue. And Arsenal taking no chances, no risks. And Leandro Trossard, who's been a very dependable character during his time with Arsenal, he's chipped into some big goals and big games. He's coming on now. What remains of this one? Was Saka, who opened the scoring here tonight after only 4 minutes.
Yeah, lovely ball in from Declan Rice, good run. Just an important little glancing header, taken past Jose Sarr. Didn't really figured in the game perhaps as much as he would have liked in that number 10 position tonight. And taking no chances wisely, I might say. No chances at all. He felt something. They've got the power on the bench to cope.
So 3 subs now used by Mikel Arteta.
You get up to them like this, not like this. Recruiters don't just read
Bernieza. Ducapier. Takes for it now. Trossard just off the bench. And a shot well blocked there by Rodrigo Gomez then. And jostling going on, no foul given. Ducapier. Trossard. It's the first of 2 away games in just 5 days for Arsenal. It's to Spurs for that local affair on Sunday. And a full week off before they host Chelsea. Another London derby for them. the Champions League with 8 wins to 8.
Impeccable record.
But they're still going on 4 fronts this season, so hectic times to come. Right now, that table makes great viewing for Arsenal supporters. Into the handball there, on we go. Toss on. So the hit.
Well, as we're approaching 15 minutes plus, whatever extra we get this evening, they need to just get a serve it forward as often as they can to this guy. Let him pick that ball up in this position, get it right, get it back in the box.
Belgar. Hugo Bueno. Got the ball in. Jesus. Back straight away by Andre. And Santi Bueno.
It's the fresh edge. Rodrigo Gomez down the side.
Belgar. Mane. Gracie. Armstrong. And Mane. Ball by Santi Bueno. Turned on back to Roccadare. Armstrong going in there. Crashing heads there. The referee will stop play because Gabriel went down.
He's got to go for that, Adam Armstrong. He saw where that ball was bouncing and he's got to make sure he at least competes for that. How much contact there was on Gabriel. We'll soon find out, but the ball goes into Roccadare, it's helped on. He's right there in the centre half, puts his head in, knows he's probably going to take a bit of a knock.
The last time Arsenal dropped points, having had a 2-goal lead, was just over a year ago. And they see this one through. 3 minutes of football, still to play. A combination of nerves and excitement for those on the outside, but he's going to have to try and keep a calm demeanour and try and keep these players focused and their mentality. And going game by game, nothing more than that. Wintry Wednesday night in Wolverhampton. Gabriel off the pitch for now. So Arsenal will resume with just 10 men.
Those possession stats just show that Wolves have certainly made life difficult for Arsenal. Second half, same amount of attempts that just show you the possession. In fact,
I don't know what the hell I'm watching right now. This is crazy. Martina Haven purchased a brand new iPhone. We are creating a fictional 13-year-old daughter. Her name is going to be Eva, which is just Haven spelled backwards. So we went for a
cautious way,
not a brand new iPhone.
which they were critiqued a few weeks ago.
Never been turned on, even
The game against Man United at the Emirates when they had that
for her. And so we're
advantage
going to
there, but
download
lost that game late on.
social media apps, video games. We are going to show parents exactly what your child will see.
Mateus Mane, the ball's free kick.
just seeing Santiago Bueno there said take your time. Santiago Mane is looking to maybe get that ball moving again pretty quickly, but sets it up. I think that's the right call. Central here for Hugo Bueno, so we might want to shift it out to the right hand side, away from the Roccadare.
Bueno, towards Mosquera. There might be a chance here. Beyond the Roccadare. Flags up far side. That will let play continue. Ball there by Ryan. Terrific absolute. Good first time ball by Jesus to Costa. But three more players to win it back. Mane. Roccadare.
Control's got to be better. Mane did well there. Just get that movement away from him. And Rob Edwards urging his players on desperately. Just trying to keep them going. Because they have been competitive, as we mentioned, Joe, since about the half-hour mark. First half-hour they were very passive and standing off Arsenal one down and didn't really know how to go about it. Couldn't cope. Since that half-hour mark, they've been in the game okay.
Post the videos. On average, in a day,
all they could do is stake their image shows the pride and determination and
that is the same on my lazy day or the day I've said, let me post some videos. 5 to 10.
Long towards the Roccadare.
Understand? 5 to 10.
Very well.
Now, that is when I'm not like so much in the mood. Let me get in the mood of posting content. 15 to 20 videos in a day, I don't give a shit. Because this is it. One video. A man posts 15 videos. It's gonna go viral. I promise you. One video. I'm coughing. It's good. Yeah, good. It's in the right truck. Where's the fun? Wait, coffee? You don't do it often. No, like, it's not a frequent thing. You abused your sire. Enjoy the coffee. I'm on to you. It's not gonna happen. Abuse that siren on the line. I'm not pulling over. You guys make me sick.
2 months to go. Same scoreline tonight.
Sir, you can't be this close enough.
No, it's my store.
I just wish we would have gotten here sooner. Some asshole didn't respect the silence.
Get a ladder up and ventilate the room.
Two teams who are poles apart in the league table.
I'm coughing. It's good.
It's so practically contested. With what, just 9 minutes to go now, this stoppage time.
No, like, it's not a frequent thing.
You abused your sire. Enjoy the coffee.
So much rather late on. When they last met at the Emirates. The nip these twists and turns here still to come. Taken by Mosquera. Slice there by Zumendi.
I just wish we would have gotten here sooner. Some
Mane
asshole
going
didn't
in.
respect the silence.
Nice foul on Martinelli. Every time there will be a foul down Julian Timber.
Using all his experience there, European team, just getting his body in, knows that Mane's
your rig here, and I was quite
might
impressed.
be
I've
just
never seen anything
desperate to
quite,
try and keep the
quite
ball
like
in,
it.
and
I
out
have
in
to
the
do
background he goes and
fly interviews
just
all the time.
relieves all the
It's
pressure.
always like fiddling with mics, and sometimes then people want to walk away with them, and then you gotta chase them down and stuff. And this is just so easy. Like, hey, come over, put the camera on you, the mic's right where you need it. I'm sure you get really good audio, directional, right where the person you're interviewing. So I mean, it looks like a great portable setup that you can just kind of whip around. And you have everything right at your disposal. You don't have to worry about anything. It's really cool. I'm John Humphrey. I'm filming from Detroit. I noticed your rig here. And I was quite.
Can he find a way through? No, he can't. Good defending by Timber and Martinelli. Another ball change. It's going to be a senior debut for Tom Edozie, who's just 19 years of age. Coming on for Jean-Luc Bellegarde. Scored Wolves 3 years ago. His older brother Samuel, who played in West Ham a few years back. And Tom Edozie, his first appearance in English football top flight.
Yeah, he likes a young top. Get himself in the game, get involved as quick as he can.
Martinelli, reset by Krejci. Jesus.
I can't handle another one of my videos going viral because every time one of my videos does well, I sell out in hat racks, and I just spend the weekend in the shop making more hat racks.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Arsenal will try and break away now. Martinelli. Bueno.
So it's got to go forward. Anticipate that second ball and get that one.
Capier, Trossard, loose touch. Josie. Behind Rodrigo Gomez. Well, on paper, it was meant to be Arsenal's easiest remaining game of the 12 they have between now and the final day. They've been made to work it.
Yeah, they have. It's been a struggle for Arsenal, really. In the front so early in the game, but it's been difficult to take anything really worthwhile.
These two cables are virtually identical
lead
on
as we enter this last 5 minutes plus whatever else we're going to get. It's not
What
done
are the
yet.
differences? How can you tell them apart in what they are used
Mosquera.
So a TS cable just like this is very often used
Trossard.
on instruments. This is what you would use to connect your electric guitar to your amplifier, your bass guitar to your amplifier, your acoustic guitar to your acoustic guitar amplifier. You can also use cables like this to run a little bit smaller to guitar pedals to each other, etc. The way you can tell that this is a TS cable is by looking at the port of each connector, and it will have just a single black or silver line on it, which indicates this is your tip and this is your sleeve. And this is what makes it a TS. Often you each other, etc. The way you can tell that this is a TS cable is by looking at the port of each connector, and it will have just a single black or silver line on it, which indicates this is your tip and this is your sleeve. And this is what makes it a TS cable. Also, on this diagram that I'm going to throw up on screen, you can see that it is just a single cable going through the middle with some shielding around it. This is a TRS
Saturday night at home against Newcastle.
TRS cable
Or Arsenal play on Sunday at Spurs.
Sometimes they will be black, which indicates
The
tip.
top two still go head to head.
Sleeve right here.
Weekend of the
This is
18th of
the
April.
balanced cable, and it is also very often used to send any kind of light signals from point A to point B. This is what we use
Just two top six teams beyond this one.
This is balanced
City
and
game
it's
and
a much better shape
Chelsea match at
than
home.
this. So this is
in
much
10 days'
less
time.
prone to things like interference, although even though it is
He's
balanced
Martinelli
and
for
shielded,
Arsenal.
I would
3
still
there into ball.
advise running
He
this
couldn't get the ball square. The block was by Santi Bueno.
It's a great Santi Bueno there because no one was going to stop Leandro Trossard from getting on the end of that pass from Martinelli.
These kinds of cables
He just couldn't find him.
power. The other uses for this kind of cable are connecting studio monitors, for example, to interface, sending signals from your interface to a mixer board, from a mixer board somewhere down the line, etc., etc. So next time you need an audio cable for a DJ,
Arsenal in no hurry to take this.
SDR stands for software defined
Declan Rice being told to get on with it.
distinctively different from Wi-Fi-based solutions that are on the market for a similar price. The technology promises to be more stable, less prone to interference, and better at penetrating obstacles. DJI's new
45
system
seconds
can
since
set
the
live
cable was
feeds in
awarded.
1080p at 60 frames
Declan
per
Rice
second,
now
bit
get the
rate of
take.
20 megabits per second, and with a delay of 35 milliseconds. The range is up to 3 kilometers.
Rice lays his back for
DJI
Eze.
SDR transmission supports an unlimited amount of receivers when in broadcast mode, which is quite unique, and it can also send two Wi-Fi signals at the same time, for example to smartphones without using another receiver.
To Mendy first time.
Supports DJI RS series
Beyond
stabilizers
everyone.
and detonator transmission from cameras.
He's trying to make sure his team get to that finish line tonight. Something been a figure of frenzy over the years for Mikel Arteta. Might become more frenzied here yet because ball's coming in with Hugo Bueno. Spats in front of Mane. He can't get beyond Leandro Trossard. He's galloping away and playing a pass. Way by Hugo Bueno. And Arsenal retreating it. rated. Gabriel won that. There's a flag at offside. Offside against Santi Bueno, so an Arsenal free kick.
Which comes as a big relief for Arsenal, that. As each time the game stops now, they just are able to just take their time, get a little bit further up the field and knock it in behind Wolves in these wide areas now.
Well, anxious in mid-February, there's a long way to go. Arsenal fans so desperate that their time will finally come again to end their 22-year wait for a league title. And Leandro Trossard's gone down, holding his face, and the VAR has told the referee to lay the restart of play while they just check what happened here.
He's following the ball actually, so I didn't see it, but Leandro Trossard did. Bring in the post somewhere.
So we are now in stoppage time, for which there'll be at least 6 minutes, but we will go beyond that number. This delay here,
That's a little look at him there, Santi Bueno. So he did give me naughty that, unnecessary, because he eyeballs Leandro Trossard to start with, and then shots his shoulder straight into it. Yep, that's why Trossard is not particularly happy about that. I don't blame him.
the VAR check is complete, so nothing more will come of that. Remember, Santi Bueno on the yellow card. Trossard's down again, the Arsenal physio's on now. It's becoming a touch heated in this cold night.
Almost the point of his shoulder. Catches him on the jaw.
The VAR cannot suggest a second yellow card offence, which it perhaps should be at the very least for Santi Bueno. He was booked early in the game. He will remain on the pitch. Arsenal going to bring on Ricardo Calafiori imminently.
The centre-half only gets away with that, Joe, because he doesn't kind of lift an arm. So I think he knows exactly what he's doing there. Don't worry about that. I think he's fortunate. It's a silly thing to do. It's totally unnecessary. What it's done is broken the game up, and it's given Arsenal a chance to take the sting out of Wolves wanting to try and get it forward. Yes, there'll be time added on and plenty of time, but you really didn't need to do that.
6 from now, at least. Calafiori has scored a winning goal here last season. And he's on it straight away, finding Gabriel Jesus. Back as Mosquera. Well defended by Jose Mosquera. The Wolves have had no shots since they scored through Hugo Bueno. And they summon something now. Hugo Bueno again. This is Mane.
Losing their call now down below us.
Dramatic scenes. Who saw this coming? From 2-0 down, Wolves have come back to make it 2-2. This could be a huge twist in
quite astonishing. I've been begging this Wolves team to just get it forward for about 20 minutes. And as soon as they did there, it's just a bit of confusion with David Raya and Gabriel. Centre half wants to head it, goalie wants to catch it. And then the youngster, Tommy knows he hits that so hard, it's Calafiori rattles off the post, comes back and hits him, and ends up in the back of the net. And amazing, incredible what's happening here.
Hiyo correct ungefanya. Hebu niangalie. Hizi ni ma off cut missing. Haya, niangalie ama inaweza kuwa tulifanya jana. Hii ile amekuambia azio. Hizi si ndio umefanya sana. Kuna zingine ulikuwa umeona zimefanya. Kwa hiyo
aliniambia kuna zile zilikuwa zimenisenya hizo tano ndio yake imefanya.
Hebu angalia.
Long the Arsenal faces tell the story. They paint a picture of what could be a huge missed chance to open up a huge gap tonight. Dozy,
walikuwa wamenenea melida
19 years of age, will claim that goal for Wolves. It may well be no
Sasa
goal
hii
to
sio
the
ile lazima iishe.
But right now,
yeah.
Wolves won't really care about that. And neither will fans of Manchester City. Our Arsenal, the drop points once again. Happened last Thursday at Brentford. Will it happen here at Molineux?
Well, I've got to give Wolves a lot of credit because, you know what, in their current predicament and where they were behind so early, then to get back to 2-2 is incredible.
Here's the win down there, no foul was given. Here's a rookie Larry, and the Wolves fans want to win it.
Sasa tu unaweza kuchimbo.
So back in some few seconds each. Some seconds.
I think it may well be a Calafiori own goal.
That's your own goal.
Siligonga chuma tena ikamrudia ikamrudia.
Hiyo sio own goal. Hiyo sio own goal. Own goal ni ile wewe mwenyewe unajifunga.
It was a game in December when there were 2 own goals that went Arsenal's way to win it for them.
Nataka kuona.
We're going to win a point here for Wolves and prevent Arsenal going 7 clear tonight.
Tell you what, Hugo Bueno down that left side for Wolves is excellent tonight. It's been a really good score. Amazing goal and has worked so hard. But it looks like it's going to be a routine night.
Walikuwa na lead vizuri tu.
It's turning out to be a really strange one and certainly thrown the cat amongst the pigeons with regards to the title chase.
And still we go on. Long by Jose Son. Caprier wins the header. In goes Calafiori. Great challenge by Armstrong. It's been a stirring fight like this. And for all those who've questioned Arsenal and raised them doubts over their mentality and their character, well, those questions will grow in number and grow in volume off the back of this. There goes the full-time whistle. There's a real scuffle here on the whistle. Gabriel Jesus will involve here for Arsenal. And some ugly scenes here, right at the end of the game.
The referee looks like he's given someone a yellow card, but really not sure exactly what went on there again. I was
In the lane. In the lane.
Lost his cool there.
After the full-time whistle was blown, Gabriel Jesus there pushing Jesse Mosquera. And then players and coaches came flying
kumaanisha. Hawezi kumaanisha. Ziko 11 pieces ndio zimefanywa broken parts. Ndio zile pale.
Kama sema imebreakiwa zingine, sasa ikawa imebakia.
Sawa, niangalilie hizo pia, nione hizo numbers.
Yeah, hizi pieces
Crikey. This is why we love the Premier League, but Martin Keown not loving the Premier League tonight. He has been through a range of emotions. Mr. Keown, your reaction?
Well, difficult evening, obviously massively disappointing. Arteta, you see it written all over his face. It's one of those where if you're to be a champion, you've got to go and take it. And it seemed that hoping for them to get over the line, not enough conviction in that final third. And I could just see it. We was sat in the green room. I kept saying, this is not looking like it's going to go well tonight. A massive point for Wolves. When a player who hasn't scored in 106 goals a game scores with their first strike of the game, you think this could be difficult. The second one, obviously, players getting in each other's way, calamity of errors, and suddenly you're throwing away points.
Martin, you look at the table there. You're still leading the way, Arsenal, but if, and it's an if, Manchester City beat Newcastle on Saturday night, they would be within 2 points of your old team.
Yep, and Arsenal need to go obviously to play away at Man City, so it's wide open. We're playing the bottom team in the Premier League. You have to win this game, and Arsenal let it slip for their fingers.
Glenn, what did you make of Arsenal in that second half? We have to praise Wolves because they absolutely took the game too.
They were brilliant. Second half,
Unaweza size hiyo.
Good words with them, maybe keen words if you like, and said, look, we've got to put a glove on. They didn't look like they could put a glove on Arsenal first half. Second half, the emphasis was to press higher, get bodies forward, get people in the box, and believe in themselves. And they did that second half. And to be fair to them, they lost the goal, I mean 2-0 down, and they just kept playing. They thought, well, we've got nothing to lose, let's go for it. For me, I think Arsenal lost the points in the first half. After they scored the goal, the first goal, that is the moment where they, for the 15-20 minutes, really top side, who have been there, done it, would have taken the Wolves to the clears and won the game then. Got the second and third and maybe it was going to be done.
In this situation, you've got to get that second goal, you've got to get it quickly because they got that. Then they allow too much space and time for the players to cut inside and hit it.
You see these faces of the Arsenal fans here, Martin, not the look, she's checking the table, that's for sure. But what do you say to them there?
Well, look, Arsenal are 5 points clear at the top of the table. It's still wide open. There's still a chance to win it. It's how you recover now. The team had a massive opportunity tonight to stretch their lead. So look, this is going to have to be, this hurts, going to have to be used as opportunities going forward. Giving away opportunities in winning positions. It's happening a lot to Arsenal this year. Giving away winning opportunities, there's letting games slip. There'll be some strong talking in that dressing room now. And it's like, you've got to be all in to win this. And tonight didn't go well.
And the numbers are there. They are stark. It's not good from an Arsenal point of view. In terms of recent weeks, because you look at Arsenal, they've dropped points in 5 of their last 7 games. So they're taking 10 from a possible 21. And look, Manchester City are by no means convincing everyone at the moment, but they will take a lot of heart from that result.
Oh, exactly. They've opened the door. It was Arsenal's, a few weeks ago, it was Arsenal's to lose, to give away. And I said to the manager before going into a golf major, and it doesn't start until the back line on the Sunday. Arsenal tonight have just gone into the back line, and they're on the wobble. And that's what happens to guys if they haven't won it in a major, a massive thing, and you've got a really top player behind you that's done it, Man City, if it's Tiger Woods or Scheffler, you bottle it.
Yeah.
Another word, you bottle it.
Going to take a break there. Much more to come from Mr. Keown and Mr. Hoddle after this break, and we will of course get plenty of reaction from Molyneux as well. We'll hear from both managers. I'm sure a couple of players as well after Wolves rescue a point later on at Molyneux.
Hebu ndio hiyo replacement ingine hujanipatia hiyo.
Si ni 991.
Hujanipatia 991. Size yake ni gani?
Size yake ni 744 86 by 86.
Arsenal against one of the grandest of games, one of the greatest of rivalries in modern football. The Emirates stage is set. These are the games that can shape seasons. Mikel Arteta's team who beat City last time they met today. Arsenal hoping to beat Manchester City 2 league meetings in a row. Haaland, Reinders to Doku to his left. Look at the run from Haaland to the right to Jamie Reinders.
Really not a play.
Hata pia nilikuwa 3 alafu 2 nilikuwa super.
Ebu super.
5 goals now in 7 Premier League appearances against Arsenal.
Nilifanya leo.
Hizo ni super.
Bado zingine bado zingine. Yes.
Sini hizo mbili.
Exactly where Timber was. He wants it back Manueke. Marino
They're the same.
now Manueke. And he tried to pick out a spot at the front post of Tona controlled it really well. Trossard. He's looking for Bukayo
Hapo
Saka.
kunaendaje wenyewe? Ebu enda kwa kila moja. Hapo inasema 2.
Hapa inasema 2.
Haya, chill hapo hivyo. Hiyo ni PB. Yaani imeandika. Sindio? Inasema size gani? 27, 20.
Sio hizi, ni hizi hapa.
27. Ndio hii. 086 ndio hii. Hebu uenda usiklik hapo, click huko. Hiyo ingine sika. Same. Haya, click hiyo moja.
So zikwambie. Ama zilifanyiwa kwani
Wacha tuache kuspeculate, just click there. Next, hiyo ya kwanza hiyo. Is it that one? Or which one is it that one? Neo? Then 26. Then, yeah, I go end up with the next.
They both drop points today. It finishes Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1.
Enda kwa hiyo moja.
What a story at Molineux. Rock bottom Wolves have come from 2-0 down to rescue a point against the Premier League leaders Arsenal. Hugo Bueno with their first goal and Tom Adozie deep into stoppage time. We can hear from both scorers now at Molineux.
Guys, well played. Extraordinary finish to that game. Tom, you've just lived out, I think, every kid's dream scoring that goal at the end. Well, we think scoring that goal at the end, but just talk us through it and what it meant to you.
Well, I mean, playing football as a kid, I had a dream of things like this. And I'm just so thankful for Rob, putting me up.
I had 20 years of replacement.
Yeah, junior high shooting. Perfectly hit my goal.
So didn't you know that second, as you come onto the pitch, to be a Premier League footballer, it never happens after that. No one can take that away. What is that moment like?
Hizi kazi zetu. Na sijui like huwa wanarana aje huko. Kuna kitu huwa wanarana huko. ndio inakubali juu wale wakituma kazi huwa inakwama hapa kweli.
Wewe inakwama.
Inabidi nikuje kwao ndio warani basi kuje kwa.
So ulipata ile ingine?
Ya? Asijakuja sinizo hizi zote mbili. Nilikuwa nimeleta kwanza
ile ingine. Ile kwanza umekuja nayo.
Yenye nilikuwa nimekuletea sijui 6.
Ni pamoja ni. Ilikuwa hiyo.
Bado haijakuja
basi niangalie kuna
na tunaweza access skipper bado uko hapo. Utaituma tena uangalie kama hivi. Kwa nini ile screen wameanza kupeana? Naona hii imeandika picha.
It wasn't going to be easy, especially when you go to down from home. We always believed that if we had run, we could do what we did today. So I'm so happy for everyone. I think we deserve it, and hopefully we can keep this momentum up.
So the studio finished. That was something.
Yeah, well, as soon as Santi gave it wide, I didn't think it twice. I just started to go and it went in. So I'm listening to it was a good night.
And what was it like to see the stadium like that? Because, as I said earlier, it has been tough.
Yeah. One thing that we always say is that we have to do this also for the club.
Umesema hujaona bado huko?
Alijakuja kwa
season, so it's always
good to
give them something, that we are here and we are still working, we are still giving everything every day. So we have to.
Final word to you. Who's here to enjoy it? Is it friends, family?
I mean, I've been on a bench for
Kanyudo.
Sasa nimefanya hivi.
Yetu ilikuwa Kanyudo.
And your brother, I mean, I don't know if everyone knows, but he's a professional footballer as well.
Kuna siku nilituma kini ilibidi nipige simu nichukue video.
When you get to the change of that phone, it's going to be red hot, isn't it?
So I'm going to say to skip.
It probably will be. It will be. Yeah. Unbelievable. Well done. Thank you.
That's a great story, isn't it? For Tom Adobe, on the pitch 10 minutes, his professional debut, and there he is rescuing a point for Wolves. It will mean very little to them, but obviously in terms of the rebuild and the championship next season, absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look at the Wolves goals, because the first one was a beauty, wasn't it, Glenn, from Hugo Bueno.
Arsenal alikuwa milid wamefungwa dakika 93. Game kushaisha.
Na sidagia amekasirika. Arsenal wameshinda.
And change it quickly. In fact, it doesn't get out quick enough. He really doesn't. He's got to be reading a ball before it gets across to him. And it just opens his body up. And it's a fabulous strike. It really is. The thing is, it had dip as well. It had a little bit of curl there. And Mrs. Martin was when you were really concerned. When 2-0 was okay. It's 2-1. It's always going to be.
Hata sasa naona ni hivi kwa kuwa nyama hiyo. Sasa ukimnua na noise.
Martin, Glenn was making some faces and stuff. There's all sorts going on in there. Did you see it coming? That equaliser? Were you starting to feel nervous towards the end there? 94th minute? I can't say that.
Kununua kama hii moja lakini kama mnazifungua hii.
It just meant that there was that feeling of hope.
Inatengeneza
tena ziuzo.
This might even be a lesson to the group. When we reflect on it, it's not like we have to make sure this is not the beginning of the end.
Jota sioni yenye inabaki.
And music's obviously
Zilikuwa mingi na jisa hizi imeenda kwa
not enough conviction to finish the game.
What a moment for Tom Adobe. He came on in the 84th minute. Well, then was Sterling on. We heard his reaction there. And
as well. And he's not thinking too much about it. They made a real big mistake there, Gabriel, and there's got to be a shout from the keeper there. But the ball's played in. This is wonderful technique. And he's nice and relaxed. He's pounced on it and he's kept over the top of the ball. That is the main thing. There's the mistake. How can you punish people if they make that sort of mistake? Yes,
Great, playing sport here. He's taking that away from him. Is that Calafiori goal? The moment there goes a goal.
This is the opposite extreme. He gets off the bench. He comes on. He's got.
So inatuma kwanza kwa nini? But his keeper ndio kuna iko.
Haiko.
No, not skipper Selko.
Ndio maana walikata iko hiyo akukata but sasa yako ni hiyo hakuna.
So, don't worry, still top of the table. But where would the main concern?
They will amount to lose points.
I think really the control. I think trying to finish things off. You know what you get.
Wakiendelea hivyo yataanza kulose sasa. Arsenal. Imagine ulikuwa na lead how many points ahead.
You know, a shot at goal and it's gone straight the other end. I can understand the goalkeeper occasionally Gabriel. There's a bit of a mix-up. They're both trying to get to a ball that Gabriel has to trust his goalkeeper, but it becomes a bit nervy. I mean, it all falls on the defence. So I have some sympathy there. But the front of the team could have kept that. Time wasted. Could have done a whole lot of other things, but giving it away without any real. It was just a nothing challenge, and for it to lead from that, it was just one.
I just feel, I look at Arsenal now at Brentford and today, and I just feel they're doubting themselves. Months ago they were authoritative, they were looking at it, we are Arsenal, we're going to win it this year. Now, they're doubting themselves, and this is why I said about analogy. They're under pressure now. It's all about the mentality. They've got to really be strong and collective to go again.
And how hard is that as a manager to reinforce that?
Well, first and foremost, he'll be disappointed himself. He's got to pick himself up first before he can pick any of his players.
And yes, as well.
But it's time. It's time. It's not a crossroads, but it's time to say we've got to start again here, boys. We've got to go again. You know, they're not decimated with loads of injuries. They're not missing so many players. But they've got to go again. They've got the North London Derby. You know, I think they'll have enough men to beat them.
There's so much left.
It's a long way to go. They're doubting themselves.
You get knocked down, you get back up again. That's the life of a football.
Si unaweza fungulia skip up.
Skip up inaona 47 na kuna.
And it's in our hands, but it is also now in Manchester City hands as well.
Watu mingi inaweza kuwa ndio hiyo. Inaweza kuwa sasa ndio hiyo. Unaona mapi.
They've got rid of 5 or 6 really key players. The De Bruyne's, the Gundogan's, the goalkeeper's gone, Walker's gone, Kanji's gone. So it's a different group, and they're not necessarily as consistent. So it's over to them now to see what they can do.
The key thing for me is the management team around that team has been really done.
Well, we know Pep won 18.
So that's a big difference.
Yeah, he's won 18 trophies for Man City. I mean, the serial winner. You know, so at the end of the day, you've got to get one of the all-time greats. But you have to give more than you gave tonight. And I think they'll realise that. Yeah. The penny will drop for these players, and they have to turn it around.
And will the concern be the fact that the position they were in as well was so commanding, wasn't it? After the Saka giving them the lead.
Wezi tournament tunapatana pale chini.
The ability to see out again this seems like that big
Well, look, even if Arsenal had won tonight, it's not over, is it? It's certainly not over now by drawing game 4. It's how they react.
Unajua kuna ile mnatuma kwa crowd. Hapo kwa hiyo nini?
You want to go and be champions. That's the difference tonight. I thought they had a great opportunity to finish it off. When you've got your opponent with your foot on the floor, you don't let them up. And I thought tonight they gave them a chance to come back in again. This is 3 minutes in, and Saka, we talked for 5 minutes in, we talked about Saka in this role, and it was working beautifully, but they never what they needed to score.
They needed to go to the throat just after that. But what things would concern me from the Arsenal camp is that 2-0, that is the worst they played. They're 2-0 up, and that is really the 90 plus minutes. That's the worst they played. They went downhill with their performance.
You're what you're saying there. Last 5 games in the Premier League, 7 points from winning position.
126.
That's what I'm talking about. There is a definite doubt in their minds, and I just feel that unless they win the next couple of games, and this will be, yesterday's talk, they've got to bottom line is they are self-doubting. When you do that, it's a very difficult thing mentally to overcome.
It's hard to dress it up in a positive way when you look at that last seven.
Yes, but when you're on the inside of that, you know, you have to feel that sort of- you know, like people can have fun with it, where it seems everywhere you go as an Arsenal man, everyone's running at that Arsenal, things are slipping away. But on the inside, you've got to be tough. You've got to have that steely determination to say, you know what, I don't care what's coming my way. I'll get better.
I think ilivyo wale wanajimanga like sasa sijui ni huwa wanalala juu wanaweza tuma upate haijakuja huko chini na hivi na sometimes nawaambianga wanasema ati kuna kitu wanafanya.
So that hurts the group. You need someone, you need that match winner. That's someone who gives everyone belief, who puts it out of sight.
But they should have done that after Brentford. What you're saying is right, you've got to do that, but after Brentford, they've dropped points there, then you're saying what you're saying, but it hasn't happened tonight. Unless they get a win under their belt again, they're going to be in trouble.
But it's relentless. It's game after game. It's relentless for us, covering the game, talking about the game. Never mind the players, but at the end of the day, if they can win it, it's a beautiful feeling. So they've got to keep striving for that. Well, they're not going to give up for it.
No, I know you're not. And I love the fighting attitude, and that will be, of course, the talk in the Arsenal dressing room. But this is what's to come up to the game against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium on the 18th of April. And of course, within that, that's the next six Premier League, but within that, they play Manchester City in a cup final at Wembley, which I know you'll be going to, having your eye on that. I wonder how much is going to be on that in terms of psychology.
Yeah, but this is when you have to love it. You don't fear.
Do you think they love it? 'Cause I know you do. Do you see that?
Well, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see the whites of their eyes, and I want to see that everyone, we're all in or no one's in. And that's what you need to be successful. You know, and it's like the workloads of, we know they're tremendous. They're playing games in 2 or 3 days, and it's got injuries, but Man City's squad now has got two players in the transfer window, Slovenia, Gaby, have really stocked their squad well with, and Arsenal lost players. But look, we've still got enough players to go and do something. There's still time here, but they'll be reflecting tonight that that's another missed opportunity.
We need people between you and Sunday for the North London derby. That's next for Arsenal.
We're not allowed anywhere near that game.
Looking at they've got those new manager, I mean that's no walk through, is it?
Any new manager, you're looking for an upturn without a doubt. Like the Spurs have got the right team out, you know, they've got 13 injuries, and you know, it's a good time for Arsenal to play them in that sense, not after that result.
Spurs will see that tonight.
Oh, of course they will. There'll be a bit of heart. Exactly, there'll be a bit of heart, and this is the crossroads now that Arsenal face. They've got 2 London derbies, Tottenham and Chelsea. They're going to be tough games.
I think it's getting there because we can hear from Bukayo Saka after that 2-2 draw at Morris. Here is the Arsenal.
Bukayo, night that started so brilliantly, how flat was that dressing room you just walked out of?
Yeah, it's very flat. Very disappointed with the result, and especially how we played in the second half. Far from the level that we set the team.
What would you say happened second half? And are you worried it's a bit of a reoccurring theme, getting teams back into matches that you seem to have locked down?
Not so much about reoccurring theme. No, it's time for us to reflect on the last few performances and just fix the issues immediately so we can get back to winning games and running around with momentum because we've lost that a bit right now.
Do you think you lost it? Is that due to the situations you're facing? You're going to massive prizes? Is the pressure part of it?
I don't know. I don't think about all of that, man. I just feel we need to just get back to our level, just do the basics right. We've got more than enough quality in the team to win games. So we just need to fix that, and that's all I'm focusing on.
Hizi rapi zote ni za kampuni.
Saka saying it was flat from an Arsenal point of view. It's as if we go back to basics.
Kama hizi haziekawi kwa group, wanatuwekea vile vitu wanajua. Utaona nyumba, unanunua tangu wetu.
Yes, ananunuanga.
Kwanza akapeleka.
He's skipper tonight, yeah.
Conclude.
And for me, he was very honest with us saying, it'll be better, blah, blah, blah. He let me in there from the water park. Because the manager, you go on television, make sure you look smart. We care, of course we care. Your demeanor's got
Alikuwa anapelekewa kwa
Yeah?
ilikuwa inabebwa inapelekwa
You two were like that, though. It was lovely spending the evening with Mr. Martin here and as well. So another Arsenal slip-up this time at the bottom. Wolverhampton Wanderers following a 5-point lead. That could become 2 on Saturday.
jimbo na hazikuji kabisa.
Sijui hii wana vijana pale. Hata hizi zinasumbua.
Kwa sababu umeniambia fanye sasa itabidi niulizie skipper.
Hiyo utanini.
Na hiyo mwezi wa mwisho.
Ndio maana niko ile time nikaona inaleta maneno nikaacha.
Ilikuwa na maisha mingi sasa kwa sote story na selfa. Haipenda sana.
Nilikuwa nimekuletea mapema ndio uulize rafiki wako kuna kitu. Tena nilimpigia akakata simu.
So hizi mbili ndamuulizia.
Watatuma kesho.
So ndaulizia na
utamuuliza ni nini hiyo wana rangi hiyo kazi hiyo imeenda. Tena nirudisha hapo chini.
Unajua ni nini na marais hapo. Sasa hivi kuna marais juu na watu push.
Hii hapa ilianzia juzi ya kupush. Hiyo wanatumia ni. Sawa.
Sawa.